Hey y'all, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would step outside to do this intro. It is a beautiful day and we're not going to get many more of them. It's gonna be a very hot summer. But I wanted to step on in here really quick and let you know that today's Box for Dinner is in collaboration with Maegen at Maegen's Kitchen. So make sure that you check her out. Tell her I sent you. I adore Maegen. That is the truth. I love her channel. It's extremely peaceful and some good looking grub. So make sure you're as good to her as you are to me. So let's roll into this. Welcome to my Southern Farming Kitchen. This is the first night back from vacation. I did not want any more fast food or anything such as that. I wanted something that was at least semi-homemade. So, stopped to Walmart and I got a rotisserie chicken. That is one medium onion diced up. Thank God I had that in the refrigerator. And then I've got the rotisserie chicken. It's cold. You know, it was hot when I picked it up, but I stuck it in the fridge for a little while. Get some stuff done around here. And he's gotten cold on me, so I'm going to go ahead and start trimming this up. And I'm going to save the carcass to make some soup for tomorrow, because why not? Alright, so I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. The good stuff. My favorite stuff. Going right in there. It might be a whole cup. Kind of eyeballing it. Some dill relish. A little bit of the juice, too. Going right in. I also cut the skin on that rotisserie chicken. And add that. I don't pull the skin off. That's flavor. And it won't hurt you. Alright, a little bit of black pepper. And remember, I've got the onion in there too. And the chopped chicken. I don't like to shred my chicken. I prefer to do it old school. So I don't put it in my KitchenAid. I think it gets it a little too fine. I like it a little bit chunkier. So, I'm going to give this a stir here. And see if I like the consistency. Alright, so we're going to put our sandwiches together. This is our new bread of choice. Absolutely love it. Walmart has it. So good. So good. And a lot better for you. It really is. So I'm going to make each of us a sandwich. Right there. And I got another plate right here, which you can hardly see, but it's getting a little dark. But there it is. And we like it with a slice of cheese. Just like so. Each one. And then the salad, which was perfectly fine. I didn't have to add anything to it. The consistency is good. Just like that. Alright. Now I'll make the other one. Alright, got some chips left over from our travels there. Some snacks. They might be crushed a little bit. Put that right there. I am going to have some chips. I'll put mine over here too. Like that. And a couple of hard-boiled eggs for some extra protein. Just a pinch of salt on those boiled eggs. A little bit of pepper, or a lot of pepper. And that's dinner tonight. After traveling, I don't know how many miles. From Colorado to here. Alright y'all, so tonight we are going to have some pizza. I'm going to doctor it up a little bit. It's just a frozen pizza. Still kind of, I don't know what to call it. It almost feels like jet lag. I mean, we did drive from North Carolina to Colorado and back again, and a lot of places in between, and we're both just worn out. It really did a number on us, but it's beautiful, and I'd do it again. But I don't feel much like standing here cooking all evening. So I did grab a couple of frozen pizzas from Walmart before we got back home. And a couple other things. Gonna spend, oops, sorry, shaking, earthquake. Gonna spend the weekend just kind of recuperating a little bit. I got a cucumber here. Just gonna add some salt and pepper. That's what I call these, just salt and pepper cucumbers. Just like so. take your knife, because everybody stirs cucumbers with a knife. Give them a stir. And then I got the other half here. It's a pretty big one. And then I'll just show you how I'm going to doctor up those frozen pizzas a little bit. And that's it. I'm just sharing what we're having with the, for the weekend here. As soon as I get my head straight again, I'll be cooking a little bit better. But there's nothing wrong with the frozen pizza. Nothing wrong with that. That's why they're there. To give us moms and wives, a night of peace and easiness from time to time. But there's the cucumbers. I'll add another pinch of salt here. Alright, I'm going to add one more just for giggles because I do like it. A little more pepper. I like the finer grind pepper for the cucumbers. Alright, again, grab your knife. Because if you're not stirring cucumbers with a knife, you can't sit with the cool kids. So these are the pizzas that I grabbed, and I've never seen these before. It says family owned since 1964. It was 10 years before I was born, and I've still never heard of them. Is it Palermo's or Palermo's? I'm not sure, but I grabbed them. They're just a little bit more than like a Great Value pizza. But I got the pepperoni, I got a 4-meat, and I just keep hitting the camera. You just gotta have to rock and roll with me, y'all. But we're gonna doctor them up a little bit, get them in the oven. That's supper. Well, I thought I had some more pepperoni, but it's got quite a bit on it, so I'm just going to keep it real, and there's no extra pepperoni going on. I am going to put on some of this pepper jack cheese, give it a little kick. Just adding, I don't know, just a little bit, however much you want. And then we'll add some of this Velvetta garlic and parsley, because I like it. Keep the vampires away tonight. Well, and then just cook it per package directions. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, menu change right in the middle of cooking supper. Does that ever happen at your house? Let me know. You change, right in the middle of, you say, okay, we're going to have pizza, and you're like, no, just kidding, we're having ramen. Or something like that, Not necessarily. Anyway, I grabbed the Supreme pizza. So I put the 3-meat, I put the 3-meat back in the freezer. I grabbed the Supreme. Same brand. I'm adding the other half of that block of pepper jack. Like that. I'm going to add some green olives. I'm just going to take the olive and just kind of tear it. Hubby man likes green olives, and so do I. And you can't find a pizza around here frozen or anywhere else with green olives. Black, yes, it's already got black on there. It comes with the black olives. See, right there? Come with those, but never with green. It's kind of disappointing. But you can always add them. That's what I'm doing. It's kind of ripping them apart. Add them throughout, just however many you want, or none at all. But just showing you what I was doing. I'm also going to add a little bit more of the Velvetta. Right there. Alright, in the oven it goes. Also, there you have it. I tried a bite, and that's really good pizza. So if you see it at your Walmart, grab it, or anywhere else. Really good. And I did make a little bit of buttered corn. Of course, there's the cucumbers. So I'm going to take Bob this plate, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Alright, so I'm going to make some creamy chicken and noodles with the carcass of the chicken that I use for the chicken salad. It's got quite a bit of meat on it, and that's perfectly fine. Also, don't let this stuff go bad. This is onions I had left over too from the chicken salad. Don't let any of this good stuff in here go bad. Put some hot water in here and get the goodness and put it right in there with it. Alright, I'm going to add 2 chicken bouillon cubes, just kind of kickstart it a little bit. And then I've got the garlic and parsley from Velvetta. Now you can just add, garlic and parsley, if that's what you have. I'm going to add a teaspoon right in there, just like that. And black pepper. Also going to add a teaspoon, like that. I'm not going to add any salt until it's done cooking. And I'm going to simmer this for several hours on medium, just get all the goodness out of that chicken. Alright, so the stock is done. I just drained it off with a colander. I did keep some of the chicken in there, making sure not to get those little bones, but there's some of the chicken right there. And now I'm going to add just 1 can of cream of chicken soup. Just one. That's all you need. Alright, so I've got my heat on about medium-low. I'm not going to turn it up any higher than that. I'm going to give it a stir. Get that soup kind of incorporated in there. Just a little bit. Alright, then I'm going to take fettuccine. Sorry, it's steaming. I'm really cooking. So fettuccine, because I like the flat noodle. I'll just take and break it. Like so. And I'm going to add, about a pound. Alright, so the noodles are in. The cream of chicken is in there. See, it's starting to change color just a little bit. And I'm going to leave it on medium-low to low. I'm not going to boil those noodles. I'm going to let the heat that's already in there soften up those noodles. That way they don't get overcooked in time for supper. So you just give it a good stir. Put the lid back on it. As soon as the noodles are tender to your liking, your soup is done. Creamy chicken noodles right there. There are so many things you can do with one of those rotisserie chickens, y'all. And this is just what the doctor ordered because we have not felt good really since we got back from our road trip. We just have not felt great at all. So just what the doctor ordered was a bowl of chicken noodle soup. Regardless of how hot it is outside, it's not too terribly hot in here, so we're good to go. But chicken soup for the soul, that is what's for dinner tonight. So today is Memorial Day and I've got my baked beans here. I've got a recipe for these. I'm going to leave that down below for you. Just went ahead and put those together really quick. Bob has got some ribs on the smoker and I'm making some macaroni and cheese. Just to kind of, it's a humble Memorial Day around here. It's all about the reason. Just saying. All about the reason we celebrate. Alright, so the ribs are on low and slow. I showed those to you. I showed you the baked beans. The recipe's down below. Here is some easy crock pot mac and cheese. And by crock pot, I mean it keeps it warm, it keeps it creamy, and all the things. I've got 2 packs of Velvetta cheese sauce right here. 1 full stick of softened cream cheese. I've had that out all day long. I got about a half a stick to 3/4 of a stick of butter here. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of evaporated milk. 1 tablespoon of ground mustard, going right in there, just like that. And then some pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because all that has salt in it. If they want more salt, they can add it when they fix their plate. But I'm going to add some pepper. Alright, and then we'll give this a really good stir. Alright, so I've got 4 ounces right here of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. I just like the way that tastes in there. You can use cheddar. You can use anything, Gouda, whatever you like. I'm going to fold that in. I'm going to put this on low for about an hour. I'm going to stir it once in that hour. And then I'm going to top it with another 4 ounces of cheese and just let it melt. And it's done. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, y'all. So that is our Memorial Day dinner right there. That creamy mac and cheese. It is really good. I highly recommend it. I pinky promise. I never steer you wrong. The baked beans, which the recipe is down below. And Bob's ribs, and that recipe is also down below. And that is dinner tonight, and I hope that you guys had a great Memorial Day, and that you remember those who gave all. Always remember, freedom isn't free. Alright, y'all, so it is Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, and I've got ribs left over, so we're going to have a McRib sandwich. It's probably going to taste a lot better than the McDonald's McRib. I'm just saying. So I'm going to add some, oh, if you hear anything screaming, y'all, it's just a cockatoo. That is Lady Bird. The sun's about to set, and she's just calling everybody in. But we'll add some extra barbecue sauce here. Right there. And then I've got some thinly sliced onion and some pickles. And the pickles, we're going to add those right there to our sandwich. Right here. Oh, she stopped just for a minute. I make no promises that she won't start back up again. But that, yep, there she goes. Alright, and then some pickles. Alright, so I'm going to add this rib meat on here just like this. So these were country style ribs. If you've got extra ribs and you're not sure what to do with them, this is definitely a new way to, you know, utilize your leftovers. We're all about using the leftovers around here. It's waste not, want not. I hate throwing food away. I really do. Since everybody had a low appetite yesterday, I've got plenty left over. I'm actually going to add a little more sauce because I'm feeling saucy. Maybe it won't make any noises. Of course it did. Of course it did. Alright, so we had some munchies left over from the road. I'm sorry, it's going to be loud. I'm going to kind of share a little bit here with Bob because I don't want to throw those away. They're like $3 a bag. I'm throwing those away. It's not happening. So we're going to share those. And then some of these beans, if I had a spoon. My kingdom for a spoon. So I just heated these up in a saucepan. And that is dinner tonight. Waste not, want not. Alright, so this is always a hit around here. We're going to make the at-home KFC bowls. You need instant mashed potatoes for that KFC texture and flavor. You need a can of corn. Just heat it up, add some butter, salt, and pepper. You need 1 packet of brown gravy, 1 packet of chicken gravy. But they gave me a can. I'm not really sure exactly what it yields. It says a 1/4 cup. So, typically you would want 1 brown and 1 chicken for that KFC flavor. But I'm going to do 2 browns and 1 chicken because the crowd around here just really loves the gravy part of it. I'm going to use, instead of cheddar, I'm going to use the hot jalapeno habanero jack. The worst trouble saying that. But did I show you the chicken? I don't even remember. Popcorn chicken. Whatever kind you like. Cook it up in the air fryer. Here it goes. Alright, so I'm just going to put the cheese right on top, just like that. Cheddar is what they use at KFC. Like I said, I'm using the spicy. And that's just how simple one of those bowls is. That gravy, though, you really need to try that gravy. It does taste just like it. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. So this is the last dinner on this video. I know parting is such sweet sorrow. But again, make sure you check out Megan's channel. Tell her I sent you. I absolutely adore her channel. I've been watching it since, well, I've been watching it since before she and I ever became friends. And now we're friends. And I love her to pieces. She is so sweet. I am making a cottage pie, shepherd's pie. Call it what you want to. It's delicious. I'm using those leftover mashed potatoes from last night. I've got 1 pound of ground beef cooking right now on the stove. I'm going to add these onions and just cook it till everything's done and give it a drain. Easy peasy. Alright, so easy enough. I've got 1 pound of ground beef, half of an onion. I cooked it till it was, well, it's about 95% done. It'll finish cooking in the oven. I'm going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom. It's optional, but I highly recommend it. You can also use the cheddar cheese soup. That is really good in cottage pie, shepherd's pie. Call it what you will, like I said. 1 can of corn going in, drained. You can use mixed veggies. You can use green beans. You can use whatever you choose. Corn is just our preference. So I'm going to give that a good stir. Alright, we'll add about 1 cup of cheese. You can add any kind of cheese you want. I'm using the hot jalapeno habanero because that's what we like. Right there. Doesn't really make it spicy at all. So I'm going to put about 1 cup, and then you're going to stir it in 1 more time. Alright, so get your favorite casserole dish, give it a spray. I use the Primal Kitchen avocado. Love this stuff. So give it a good spray down. And then you're going to take your meat mixture and put that in. And then just flatten it all out. You can use fresh mashed potatoes, whatever you have on hand, but this is what we had left from those KFC bowls. And you know me, I hate to say it over and over, but waste not, want not. So I'm going to take that, and hopefully I have enough to go over the whole thing. Should. But you want just enough mashed potatoes to cover it to the thickness that you want. And that's what I'm going to do, get it off the spoon. Just spread that all over. Alright, then I like to add a little more cheese to the top. This is where you can put the cheddar because it does make it really pretty, but we're just going to finish off this. I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes, y'all. And then you're going to let it sit after it comes out of the oven for at least 10 or 15 minutes before you cut into it. Alright, so there is my shepherd's pie. It looks very pretty. It didn't square off. That's what Grandmama used to call it, which means it didn't cut like a cake, but it's still going to eat good. I'm not ashamed one bit. It was basically the mashed potatoes from last night. They were a little bit too soft for it, but it's still good. We're still going to eat it, and I got me a piece of buttered bread, and that is dinner tonight, y'all. Make sure you check out Maegen and her channel, see what she's making in her kitchen. Tell her I sent you, and show her all the love that you show me. Take care, my friends. May God always bless you.